So this week's deck tech.
I mean, it's not the porno one, so that's good.
Uh,
Are you guys talking about that magic shit? Ugh.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to The Hard Part, where today the hard part is staying hydrated.
Staying hydrated.
Well, I mean, as much as you can with all the caffeine that's in this. Do you know what a diuretic is, Sean?
Yeah, I have kidney disease. I know what a fucking diuretic is.
Okay, I was just making sure. Not everyone knows what a diuretic is.
The first ingredient is carbonated water, so this is hydration.
Yeah,
It wouldn't be the first ingredient if it wasn't there.
The first ingredient in everything is water.
Yeah, so everything is technically healthy.
Like, the first ingredient in a concentrate is water. Like...
If you stare at your orange juice because it says concentrate, you might be a redneck.
You might be a redneck.
No, being hydrated is very important no matter what you're doing, whether it's playing Magic, sorting cards, tussling the bustle.
You know what always gets me when I'm playing a game is when I don't have something to drink and I've got to get ready to explain, like, how, like, all right, I'm going to do a bunch of stuff here, but does anyone have a mint, like, or a Tic Tac before I kick this off? Because my mouth is really dry. It's just going to keep sticking.
Well, if your mouth is sticky and dry, you've got some mint cigarettes over there.
Oh, that's true. I had these last time, and we were going to kick them off. We definitely have to try these, or at least I have to try them.
I'm not trying shit.
You're not trying these?
Dude, it's written in Japanese, which means I can't read the ingredients, which means I will die.
I looked into it. It's made. I made sure that it was not going to have any type of shellfish allergies. And I looked into this candy, or I thought it was candy, and it's actually manufactured by a drug company in Japan. So I think that you're good all the way around. There's no allergens.
It's going to get me addicted to cigarettes.
It's supposed to be a stop smoking aid.
Or a start smoking aid, depending on which part of the stopping you're at.
They definitely look like something you could call death sticks, though. Like, you know what? Let's pull these out and take a look at them here.
Please don't pull it out. You guys can't hear it, but there's a soundboard right there.
That's the wrong one, anyways.
Oh, you mean this one. I really hope I can get this sound this time. Because that's fucking hilarious.
You really do. That's
Last episode, you'll hear us randomly talking about soundboard stuff, and I didn't realize it makes a separate sound file on the SD card. So there's just like this awkward moment of us just sitting there, like bobbing our heads to one of these things.
These look like something that you would call death sticks.
Yeah, they look like clay.
Oh boy.
Ooh, they strong?
They're sealed, which has me more scared.
You're gonna open it up, it's gonna waft this whole room.
Sean's gonna have to finish the fucking podcast on his own.
It's spicy.
Worse than spicy. They've certainly got the packaging down on this.
Well, yeah,
though.
it's a medical grade thing,
That's
apparently.
True. That's true. So you want to lens that package at all and see? Do you have access to that?
Of course I have lens. Oh, shit.
Now you're going to have to move stuff and
I know,
around.
it's so bad. Yeah, it says, yeah. So
Make sure to pronounce it correctly.
my costs, we support your non-smoking menthol. Super menthol.
Indeed.
Is it super menthol?
It is super menthol. I'm just trying to make sure. Do you have any instructions on there?
I haven't translated it yet, Tom. You gotta give me a second.
Because the only thing that I really saw on it was a warning that said to make sure that you don't like try and eat this, because if it gets stuck in your throat, you will choke.
Ingredient name: glucose, domestic production, emulsifier, flavoring, sweetener, aspartame. Your favorite.
No, they're gonna taste
It is
horrible.
aspartame.
Fucking hate these.
Expiration date described on the exterior film. Storage method: avoid direct sunlight. Seller is Horian Style Company.
Just
We are very careful when shipping, but because it is very fragile product, it may break during shipping. Also, thank you for your understanding, and also, please be careful handling it. Please consume as soon as possible after opening.
so
Product name: Mycos. Name: Refreshing Sweets. It doesn't. It has no.
no instructions.
No. Let me look at the front. Maybe there's instructions.
I just don't want to like put it in my mouth and then you read the instructions like do not ingest.
There are
Or, like-
individual differences on how you feel about menthol. Please be careful if you have children or those who are not good at cooling. Please eat well so that you don't get stuck in your throat.
Yeah, that was all I saw on it. All right, so
There is no instructions. Oh, there is nutrient facts though.
oh
It is salt equivalent is 0.0007 grams.
who I don't know why I'm feeding this further into my mouth.
Yeah,
Oh, this
careful.
is-
You got to make sure you're eating or it will get stuck in throat. What's this one say? This one has a lot of words on it.
Woo!
Oh, this is defective product stuff on the side. Yeah, it doesn't have any instructions, so maybe you're doing it right. I don't think you're supposed to eat it. I think you're supposed to, like, mouth play with it. Like a cigarette.
It's not bad.
You don't eat a cigarette. You don't, like, just, like, light it and then shove the whole thing in your mouth.
Do you smoke cigarettes, Sean?
No, because I don't want to shove the whole thing in my mouth.
I did for 10 years. Well, for 20 years. And that's exactly how you smoke cigarettes. You have to light it on fire, make sure there's a flame going,
Just
and
put
then you
it
just
all the way in your
then
mouth.
just chew the whole thing. This really, this is very refreshing. It sticks with you. Like the inside of my mouth is getting coated in menthol.
Huh.
You want to try one?
No.
It's not bad.
It's going to be spicy.
It's so spicy.
This week on the Hard Part Podcast, we are we've got a bunch of stuff. So last week, I was a big stupid booby liar. I'm gonna do the Headless Horseman deck tech the last week of October because it makes more sense because that's the week of Halloween. So
Also because he forgot.
Also because I forgot. Because I got sidetracked into another deck idea because when running a card store, you will get cards all the time. And you go, this would be fun to do. And then you put it in your box that is properly named Sean's pile of things he wants to make. Sean, chill out. It's up to like 17 different commanders right now.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
I mean, you need 32 by the end,
I
right?
do. I think
So-
I'm at 12 fully built now.
Yeah.
Only one double up of colors, which is my Golgari, because it's spiders, current spiders, and squirrels.
Honestly, that's one of those things that, like, I feel like as a Magic player, the most advanced, like, area that I'm in is in deck building. I like, and don't get me wrong,
I'm
make
bad
a-
at it. I'm getting better.
let's say I
but-
can make some bad decks, which we'll talk about later on this month. I can make some bad decks, but I'm also usually just looking to have fun.
Yeah.
If I want to build like an optimized deck that's going to do something, like I think I brought you roughly through some of the combo with the boat.
Yep.
If I want to build a nasty deck, I don't have a problem doing that.
Yeah.
It's not fun to sit down and like
No, just like fully optimized.
I got to go first. Do you guys have 4 counters? 4 counters? Okay. All right. You only have 3? All right. Well, here's how I went.
That's a lot of interaction, which is another discussion topic we're going to have today is how much interaction is too much interaction, and that's based on a lot of posts we have seen recently. Like within this last week, there's been a lot of talks about, mostly because of one of our videos we posted on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, about the Armageddon thing I brought up, where it's a valid tactic.
Not a political video.
Not a political video, which people thought it was, I guess. We got onto, like,
Yeah, the number of
political
people
TikTok
That
somehow.
are just like, I thought this was going to be way different.
Yep. It was
Magic
pretty
the
bad.
Gathering, huh?
Yep.
All right.
So we're going to talk about how much interaction is too much interaction. We're also doing that because the deck that I decided to build this week, we're doing Shadow the Hedgehog because it does a lot of split-second fast interaction stuff. You're so weird. I'm not animating that in. And if I do, it's going to be really shitty.
Just like fill it in the
It's
whole
going to be
area.
really bad.
Uh,
We're going to be talking about our keyword this week, which I already said it. Let's see if you were listening and paying attention.
dun, dun, dun.
Tom put something about the best multiplayer cards in Magic ranked
So
from Draftism.
a couple of these things.
Draft Sim.
Draft sim. Yeah, I fell down that rabbit hole.
Yep.
I think I was calling them draftism.
I call them Draftism, yeah.
I mean, it's just
It sounds better.
dyslexia is what it
Yeah.
is. But anyways, I went down a rabbit hole with this one because it wasn't just as easy to write this episode as it has been in the past. Because interaction's not really something that people like talk about on a level where they just talk about interaction.
No, they just complain about it instead of talking about it.
So,
Because it's very varying heavy on both sides. There's not like this common easy middle ground. It's either you love it or you hate it.
Right. Yeah, like a lot of people don't mind like one, maybe two things that like take something out or wipe their board. But again, as people were saying, once you get to like the fourth board wipe, they're like, "Oh, come on, it's interaction, smaction."
Imagine when you hit the 10th and you still have 2 more. Or sorry, 8 more.
And so I really I boiled it down to a couple different schools of thought between the two different articles that I really honed it into, which was interaction in general. And then the other one was multiplayer cards ranked. And the reason why those came up is there's a lot in that list that Draft Sim did that are just balls of interaction, like entirely. And some of them in ways that like I never really, like I knew they existed, but I didn't really think about before.
There's like, a really good interaction card. Anything with Will of the Council is pretty good, which we'll get into a little bit later, because those are very interactive.
I think there's a couple of
Conspiracy
those
was very interactive as a set, but only if you drafted it, except for some of the cards that you can now use outside of the draft format.
Which is still, I like the idea of Conspiracy, but it is, once you crack those, I mean, you could probably put them together in, a cube?
I've got a card that sits in my Azorius deck.
You need some pretty committed people to have a cube.
You have to, yeah. But before we get into the rest of the show, before we go to our updates, I wanted to thank Manapool, our sponsor of the show. If you guys are looking for Magic the Gathering singles or sealed product or want to be a seller, go directly to manapool.com. If you look up our shop, the Hard Part Card Mart, you can see what we have on there. We are about to get a big load of stock in there.
We are getting a big load of stock, you say?
We are. We're getting a big influx of stock here pretty soon.
Come by the Hard Part Card Mart for a big load of stock. No? It's because I have a cigarette, huh?
Question mark equals reference sign the Heart Apart podcast. And if you are shipping products, I know you're going to keep going with this, and I have to just...
You must carry on, huh?
If you want to... Why do I sound like a vampire? If you want to ship out your product safely... That's so bad.
It's okay. You turn French in the middle of the Halloween season, and then you come out vampire. It happened.
If you need to ship your stuff safely, go to shippingshield.com. We actually have a product code. Shipping Shield just got a brand new overhaul on their website. Very user-friendly right there. Your account information's there. And
very sexy.
And you can save 5% on your next order using Hard Part Podcast 5 for 5% off your order.
Re-record the first 5 minutes of this episode without me and then cut it in.
But thank you to both Manapool.com for sponsoring us and to Shipping Shield.
Yes, thanks, guys.
So our first topic is I wanted to bring up my and everybody else's current standpoint on the recent Secret Lair drop, because we talked about it last week.
Right.
The drop happened today, and it sold out in a minute and a half. And a lot of people were really upset because Wizards isn't even trying to do anything about stopping people from scalping it.
I mean, I feel like we're tossing around the word scalping, kind of like we're tossing around, AI and look at the hands and so forth.
So, here's the thing. It is a direct scalping because they're using a computer program to buy out all the products so that they can sell it for 3 to 4 times market price online immediately.
Okay.
The demonic tutor that was released a part of it is already selling on Manapool, on TCG Player, for $4.95. Do you know how much you... Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
They had 4 sales this morning,
Mm-hmm.
individually, for 400 apiece.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the problem. You could buy the Secret Lair for $100 for all of the cards, or $139. Why is this one card? That's the thing, is they're buying it because they know there's a card in it that will sell, and
Right.
they're not allowing people to easily get product. And I get it. Secret Lair it's a limited time thing. They're supposed to be limited runs. They're supposed to be special, right?
Mm-hmm. Are we talking about some... Well, the ones that I'm specifically concerned about are the mechanically unique cards. For example, Jaws.
Yes.
That one being an astronomical price, I don't see that. Like, that's not okay. If that's being allowed...
They already are. That's the thing, is because they are getting them for $139 for the whole pack, and then they're just selling the Jaws one for $300-$400 on eBay and stuff.
Yeah, no, I would just say don't.
That's what's happening, and that's why people are not okay with it, because it's so bad now that you are lucky as a normal consumer to get it because you have to beat a robot.
I mean, robots have to beat the robots nowadays.
Yeah, but it's still like,
But
that's not.
I would say, like, wouldn't you say as a business that Wizards of the Coast is probably...
they're happy they're making the money.
Well, not even so much that, but like if they're immediately, these things that they're selling for a price are immediately going to the secondary market and getting marked up 4, 5, 6, 700, 800%, doesn't that make them want to make, maybe we priced this wrong. Maybe we should have charged $500 per Secret Lair. Like,
which they could, and it would then create an opposite problem, because guess what? People who do this for a living,
buy it.
Yeah, people who do it for a living and do the scalping where they mass buy it and sell it for more, they already have all the money in the world they need to be able to do it, because they literally don't tell the bot, only buy this many. They're like, buy literally as much as possible. I've got $40,000 in this bank account. Just do it. They're not going to care anyway. They're still going to buy out the whole stock and then just sell it for 8 times the amount past the 500. So it's going to be a constant...
But it's still got to sell.
But they're not doing a limit. They need to do a limit 1 per IP address thing, because that will stop a lot of it, and they're not. Or limit 2.
I think that there's
because when they did the limit 2, that took 5 hours to sell out, and that was the exact thing they needed to do. But this one, they didn't do that. They're like...
Just however many.
Yep, they're like, yep, go ahead. One guy posted on Facebook, he bought 17 of them. And then immediately posted on Facebook, hey guys, I got a bunch of these. I'm selling them for $200 a piece.
Really like sharks.
I really like sharks.
That's my tism. I like the sharks.
I like the blood. There you go. There's a throwback.
There's your vampire.
Yep. But no, it's a problem that I love Secret Lair. Like I said before, Secret Lair is very much a Commander thing, right? Specialty artworks and things like that, making your deck blinged out, making it look cool.
Secret Lair, I feel like, is unattainable to the casual Magic player.
It is, and that's where that kind of separates the difference between the casual player and kind of the hardcore collector. Because I'm more towards the hardcore collector side. I like the different alternate arts. I like the ability to have something that looks different and is flashy. But even as that hardcore consumer, I can't get a hold of it.
Right.
Like,
Scarcity.
I woke up.
Would it sell nearly as well? That's the other thing, too, is we don't really see what the actual numbers are, especially when we get into the areas of Universes Beyond and licensing. Like, I would imagine there's not just a standard rate, or that it's even common knowledge what the rate is as far as like, did the people behind Final Fantasy, did they get a higher percentage of the cuts of the sales, or is there like just a flat out rate? There's a lot of stuff that probably goes into that. And Paramount, I believe, is the one who has Jaws.
Yep.
We know that Paramount is knee deep in all kinds of interesting dealings and so forth. So when it comes down to, like what kind of money they have to throw at or to pull out of something, in order for them to even be kind of interested in it, it's got to be making something. But we don't have any idea as to like an actual figure on how much that would be.
Oh, that's so cool. Sorry, I was opening up just to watch right here. See, simply no point. No longer supports Secret Lair in the future. Wasted my morning in line. Hasbro cash grab. So basically, what happened is he got into line. He waited 45 minutes just to get let into the site for it to tell him everything was out of stock.
Yeah.
It doesn't update you when your line of things are going out, and he sat there for 45 minutes to get nothing. Websites can do a line cap. Yeah, so Eddie's Metal as Hell, the super drop was $399 for the whole thing.
Right.
You make that whole money back on one demonic tutor. And there's still a bunch of, like, for example, the Dwight Schrute cards are in there in this one. All the Furby ones, the Jaws, the specialty Armageddon was in this one, which was sweet as fuck. The Angel Armageddon.
Right.
So cool. But, like, it's gone.
It's just gone, everyone.
It is. It was done.
No more for any of us to have, unless we go to a place where there's one of these scrupulous scalpers who has excess sealed ones underneath their glass. See, that's my thing too. Is like, what's the difference between a scalper and somebody who's just like selling cards, trying to make ends meet? Like, if the market value of these cards as they get reposted is $400, like, we resell some cards. But we also start at like 5-10% below.
But what are we trying to do? It's the intent behind it.
That's true. We're trying.
Our intent is trying to get cards to people.
Right.
And if that means we lose a couple bucks, we lose a couple bucks.
That's true.
These people are purposefully going, I can make 5, 6, 7 times the amount if I get this.
Because you didn't get one, right?
No.
Okay, so if you did get in there and you did get one, and you were like, you know what, I wanted all these cards, but not the Jaws card, I'm going to go ahead and post that. What price would you post that at?
It would be posted at, so we're doing 10% under market.
Right.
Which is, like, if it's going for $300, 10% off, that's $30 off.
No, and I get that, but you're still charging $270, making money on top of what you already spent.
If I left it at that price. So remember how we had that fight with the, which card was it? The Starfield.
Sephiroth?
Yeah, the Sephiroth,
Yeah.
where...
No.
That's what, no, Sephiroth started
Sephiroth?
at 80.
Mm-hmm. And we just
I got it all the way down to
undercutting it.
25, and that's where I said I don't care, because like if that price keeps dropping, I'm just going to follow it 10% under, because I just want people to get this for the lowest price possible.
But when, again, somebody sets the mark, we are going to, even if we're under that, we still use that mark to get to that. You weren't like, oh, I spent $50 on this Secret Lair. If I sell this card at $50, which it'll definitely sell if it's going for $300.
Yeah.
Hell, somebody would buy that just to resale it, just so that they can make the $200 off of it. Which again, basically leaves you out $200.
I think the biggest difference between a scalper and just somebody trying to run a business is the quantity in which they are buying it.
Okay.
So if you look at the Pokemon people, right?
Mm-hmm.
They push kids out of the way to buy 40 of this box. And then look at the kid and say, you're the problem with this game.
So obviously that's worst case scenario. Like, anybody who's pushing a kid out of line, whether or not their intention is to get cards to people or to make a profit, anybody who's pushing a kid out of line's a dick. And then anybody who goes over to a kid and tells them that they're the problem because they're buying
because the thing is, if it came
games.
up to it, right? If I stood in line for something, I know for a fact who I am as a person. If there is somebody behind me, like if I'm excited for something and I'm like, oh, I'm going to get it and it's the last one, but the person behind me is like significantly more excited because it's like been their dream for it, it's theirs.
Please, sir, my son is Tiny Tim, and he
It's-
just needs
it's-
this last shark card for his shark deck.
No, it's fine. It's theirs at that point because once again, it's going to somebody who potentially needs it more than I do.
Yeah.
Like, and
Yeah,
usually,
and I believe that.
and when
I'm
I
just,
buy secret layers,
mhm.
I buy them to keep them.
Yeah,
Like that's the thing is, even if
it's
I
a collection.
do you know how many secret layers I have that I don't use the cards in?
All of them.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
But it's because I like the art, I like the style.
I
like
think the only card that you consistently use out of Secret Lair is the SpongeBob Command Zone.
I have that. I have the I use the Miku ones in Angels. I use the
You
Sonic.
just built that deck.
Yeah, the Sonic command tower is in Helga.
Mm-hmm.
I use
just
the
built that deck.
SpongeBob counter spell, which is in Mir. I use a couple of other the SpongeBob ones in Mir.
But like one ofs out of each at best. Like
Yeah, but I
Mhm.
still cherish how they are, right?
yeah, no, and that's
And that's because like I'm not gonna sell it.
I'm all for collecting.
Yeah.
I like the idea of collecting. I mean, official Wizards products going into slabs and so forth it bothers me less and less now. Because again, I want to get out there and play cards, and I feel like the best way to do that is with altars, with proxies, with just finding ways to just have the game.
Just have the
pieces.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm less worried about whether or not you're playing with an official product, and I'm more
Mhm.
worried about whether or not you have an optimized hand
Yeah.
to play against me on. Like let's play some Magic, not
Yeah.
just
And that's where like I'm just weird. I like my official products. I just always have.
yeah.
It's the thrill of the collecting and finding it, right? Some of the more
Right.
rare ones, I'm like, oh, I have the official thing. This is great.
And that's I think that's again kind of where my paradigm is shifting a little bit in that like I'm more okay with just slabbing this stuff up
Mhm.
and the official Wizards product. Yeah, make that a collector's item. Turn
Because-
that into Pokemon 2.0.
Because I wanted the
Um,
Furby one because there was a couple of cards I was actually going to play in it.
Mm.
Like, was significantly excited to
Hull
play.
Breaker,
Yes, dude, there's some crazy things
or
in
Hull
it.
Break Hoarder.
And now I just can't. It's like Smothering Tithe, for example, is
Mhm.
still selling for $500.
That's wild. That's wild to me.
Blacker Lotus, which was an unset card,
It's
is
unusable.
$277 from Deadpool. But I just want them because I like how they look. I would use them. Dude, one of my favorite Soul Rings in existence is the Galaxy Foil Space one.
Yeah,
Because they
that
did
one's pretty
that. They
gnarly.
did the Arcane Signet, and then the Ore, I think, was the third card for it. But first of all, I gotta find it. Second of all, I gotta see if it's in good condition.
Mm. Is it not listed?
There's not a lot of places that list it, which is why it's
Mm-hmm. Spiked
like crazy.
Spiked on up for a Soul Ring.
Yep.
I think the Soul Ring is one that has not only had the most printings, but also has one of the widest ranges in printings, because they're as low as like 35 cents, and it's one of some of the serialized ones are some of the more expensive cards within the game.
Yeah. In the I know Tom didn't want to talk about it. I'm just going to mention it quickly. We got Turtle announcements and stuff, but one of the dark rituals is the silliest dark ritual we've ever had.
It's
like
not silly. That's marvelous, is what it is.
It's Master Splinter making pizza in his dark ritual. It's really good.
Yup.
But no, that was my little rant I wanted to have about the Secret Lair stuff, just because I
think for who it's for,
it's not being done correctly.
Yeah.
For who it's for, because it is getting into the wrong hands. The people who are on that greedy side of the selling, not the getting it to people's side.
right?
Because like when we have a physical shop, if we were able to get extra Secret Lair stuff, I would do what our local shops do and sell them for like $10 more in the sealed thing.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't open it up and go, here's a ton, because first of all, there's that bonus sheet slot in there
Mhm.
too, that you can have the chance to get the really expensive card.
Right.
And I feel, and that's what people are doing with this specifically.
Is pulling that
Is they're
one.
pulling that one.
Mhm.
That's why they do it. That's why they buy an access. Because like the Spider-Man Brainstorm, we found out was the bonus sheet card, and it is cool as hell. Like the squid. It's the squid. It's so cool. It looked awesome.
The spider sense.
Yeah, but it's going for a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why people bought it. They're like, aha, bonus sheet card. They don't even know what it is yet, and that's why they're doing it, because they know the bonus sheet card is always worth money.
Right.
Every time.
And I think that's another weird thing about Secret Lair that I don't really understand. Like,
why is there a chase card within like a already hard to get product?
Yeah. Like if you are not like wanting people to go out and get as many of these as they can, then why are you putting chase cards in them? Why don't you're printing a premium product, okay? It has people are going to go out and buy. Are you afraid that people aren't going to buy it if there's not a chase card?
I think because even in the one I bought that should be arriving soon,
The Play-Doh one.
like I got the Play-Doh one, and I got 2 sets of it because I need pieces of it for multiple decks, so I was like, I'm going to get 2 of them. But I don't know if there's a bonus sheet card, and if it is, I think that's the Scoot Swarm is the bonus sheet one. I've never opened a bonus sheet one from any of them, because I always get the common one. Like I got the Command Towers both times, and then in the Hatsune Miku one I got 4 because I got the super drop for that one, so it gives you 4 of them, 2 in Japanese, 2 in English, 1 foil of each. And I got all of the same Beloved Princess, which was all the common.
See, and like, I just don't see how at the premium price tag that they're doing for that, why you don't just get 8 to 10 premium cards in this set, like not randomized, no chase. This is what you get for $40.
I also don't like the fact that they sell them in separate packages. So when you buy a super drop, it sends them all in the separate envelope, so now you can resell them separately. They should send them in one giant package and go, oh, you spent $400 for this? Now you got to sell that whole friggin' thing for $400. That would also stop it, because then they can't pick out the pieces.
Yeah, I think they'd find ways around that.
Yeah, but it'd be a little hard.
Super Lair repacks. Or Secret Lair repacks.
Crazy.
They call it a Super Lair. There's 400 in a box.
You won't hear this, but we'll hear it. Well, maybe you'll hear it if I find the sound file. But we're going to go over to our keyword corner. That's the wrong one. I do think I need to actually add like an in-between thing. Like our sounds that were made, like the deck spotlight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Keyword this week is going to be connected to the deck text.
Blink and you'll miss it.
Fuck, I missed it. It is split second. So I will have Tom take the reins on what split second is. And it's already done. I hope you guys heard that. So
that's why you got to stay hydrated, folks.
Yeah, it's blink and you'll miss it.
Split second it basically says as long as the spell is on the stack, players can't cast spells or activate abilities that aren't mana abilities. You can still concede, though.
You're stuck forever.
So essentially it reads, this spell can't be countered, this spell can't be interacted with, you can't sacrifice a creature in response to something unless you're sacrificing your creature to make mana.
Which then you can't use anything for that mana because you can't react to...
Well, you can, because it's got to be, as long as you can use it in that phase. But yeah, no, it would basically just be sitting there. You can't cast anything with it until after that is resolved. Yeah. It came out. Do you know when it came out?
Probably something stupid like Conflux.
Oh, think about it. There's a...
Time Spiral?
There you go. There you go.
There we go.
I'm
Here we go.
90% sure I was playing during that time, so...
Time Spiral was so weird because you thought it was like a set where they're like, we're going to bring things back to it, but it was like a whole set.
Oh, dude, it was...
Also, the purple mana symbol, the purple symbol for rarity was kind of cool.
was so close.
I
We were
know.
so close to getting
I
to getting the 6th color in the game.
know.
And they decided to go with just the time shifted cards instead. And yeah, it's fine. I think they even talked about doing it again in Future Sight. And again, it just kind of got shuffled off to the side.
I like how they're like, we're gonna add a purple rarity, and then they got rid of that and just gave us orange
So
for Mythic.
purple it's weird that it is technically I believe the bonus sheet, since we're talking
Mhm.
about it. I think that is the inception of the bonus sheet, was because the cards on there didn't have a rarity per
Yep.
se. They were just all printed on the bonus sheet.
Okay.
But because of that, they were all extremely rare because it was just one sheet at the end that kind of got correlated into it. It's a keyword ability preventing players from responding to a spell with other spells or activated abilities except mana abilities. This gives the caster tactical advantage, making the spell nearly impossible to counter. Mechanic split second only functions while the spell is on the stack. Players can still add mana, take special actions, or perform triggered abilities. Originally called Superfast, Devin Lowe designed Split Second for Guild Pact. It was first introduced in Time Spiral and has since appeared in several other sets.
I'm really happy they did not keep super fast. I mean, it would make kind of sense now with the deck I made. But
Yeah, I was gonna say it would actually. I almost feel like they should have ability worded,
right?
keyworded it.
Yeah.
Like super fast things that spells that you cast have a split second.
Yep.
We'll get to that when we get to the deck tech. But yeah, basically it's extremely overpowered, all things considered.
Oh, split second's so crazy if you build it right. It's because of the fact that you literally remove interaction.
Yeah.
So for people who don't like interaction, there you go. Just build split second.
Build split second. You don't have to worry about it.
It is a lot of fun. There's a lot of really cool things you can do with split second, and that's why when I was looking into what to do for the deck this week, the Sonic Secret Lair had split second in
Look
it.
at this. It's almost like we wrote it to coalesce together. We're talking about bonus sheets. We're talking about secret
That's
layers.
kind of cool.
We're
Yeah.
talking about split second. And now,
It's like my brain does these things to like make us not sound absolutely stupid.
what are you talking about?
Everyone is useless. Okay.
Hey, that's a marvelous deck.
Faster.
Let's go into the top 10 of something.
True. So this is the top 10 to the trash pile. So this week's deck tech.
I mean, it's not the porno one, so that's good.
It's so bad. So this week's deck, I know we kind of we're segueing pretty quickly into it.
We have
But
lots of other things.
It's because
to talk about.
split second. We explained it a lot more in this deck. So faster than light is all about moving at the speed of chaos, right? It's very fast. It's very quick. It's fun because you want to interact with me. You can't because I am faster than the speed of light. So the commander for this deck is Shadow the Hedgehog. He is 2 Rakdos. So he's Swamp, Mountain. He is a legendary creature hedgehog mercenary, which is kind of weird.
Oh, we got mercenary?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
He has haste, and it says, whenever Shadow the Hedgehog or another creature you control with flash or haste dies, you draw a card. It's pretty cool because you're going to put flash and hasty stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
The important part is his second ability, which is Chaos Control. Each spell you cast has split second if mana from an artifact was spent to cast it. So when I was looking into this deck, I was like, oh, that means I'm just going to use mana rocks, and that's how I'm going to cast it. And that seemed lackluster, and it wasn't really making sense in my brain, right? How am I going to gain as much benefit on casting and using artifacts to pay for things to give them split second? And then I had this crazy idea. You know what is an artifact that gives you mana
What's that,
when
Sean?
you sacrifice it?
What's that?
Treasures.
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 Treasures seem like they would go very well with things like Academy Manufacturer and Agent Venom.
Yes. It does. So I built the deck around hasty creatures because I want the haste, obviously, because when they die, I get to draw cards, which is good because usually when you play haste and you just like run it into people, they just die, and then you're like, oh, well, no benefit. But now I draw a card off of it if it dies.
Sorry, I missed Electro in here.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So, dude, I told you my deck building's getting better, and this thing's kind of nuts. So,
See, Garner the Blood Flame looks kind of nice in here, kind of timid.
Yep. So, yeah, Academy Manufactor, so that whenever I create a treasure, a clue, and a food. That way I have some life gain, have a little bit of other ways to be able to use it. Dual Caster Mage, so that I could copy instant sorceries, basically like allowing me to destroy stuff, because the red I did in here was very control. I wanted to make sure I could destroy things just in case like my hasty, fast, big creatures couldn't kill things when they ran into things.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to be able to remove things from the field to kind of have that control aspect of I need to interact with you because you can't interact with me.
Right.
So that's where like Grim Hireling comes into play, because whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, I create two treasures.
Mm-hmm.
Haste, right? The sooner I can get haste onto the battlefield, the sooner I can just hit things.
Mm-hmm.
So then I was like, what about the creatures that don't have haste? What do I do there? So that's where I put in certain cards that are like, oh, creatures get haste this turn, things like that.
Yeah.
Because that will still trigger his ability because the creatures have haste.
Enduring Courage.
Yep.
What else we got? Kiki Jiki's got some haste
Kiki
enablement.
Jiki. Yep. That was an obvious one. As soon as I was like, I gotta throw Kiki Jiki because of it.
Tanic.
Yep, I did Iron Mirror and Leaden Mirror so that I could have mana rocks because they produce the colors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because without treasure tokens, there's no way for me to be able to create red or black mana.
Right.
So I needed that way, which is where the treasures come in, or
Well, I mean, you
the
got your
mirrors.
Chrome Mox, your Chromatic Lantern.
Yep, those things, because I want to be able to just move the mana around.
Mm-hmm.
I think the grossest things in here,
The Soul Stone.
the Soulstone. I put Shimmer Mirror in here because he has Flash, and you can cast artifact cards as though they had Flash.
Right.
Which is where there's a couple of artifact creatures in here that
Mm-hmm.
that kind of do that. So this does bracket up because of the fact that it has some game changers in it. It does have Opposition Agent
Right.
because it's just good.
That's a fair one.
Yeah, it's got Flash, which is nice, so it fits into the rest of the deck. It's got Ragavan in it because Dash
Yeah.
dashes with treasures.
Opposition's one of those ones that, again, like, in a vacuum, if you just cast that, nothing's happening.
Yep.
If somebody else is trying to do something stupid and you cast that, then you're doing something stupid too, which, that's very fair.
Yeah, there was a couple of weird things that I threw in here. So I did a board wipe. I did Damnation because I want to be able to kill things. And remember, if my things have haste and I board wipe myself, I draw cards for all of the things on myself that I get.
Right.
So
That's where that Garnet would be really nice too.
lots of instants. So I've got 18 instants in here because of the fact that I can copy them with like Dual Caster Mage. The whole I destroy things, counter the field, lots of just destroy. I want to be able to control it without overloading it.
Mm-hmm.
This deck is a little bit more on the... so it's got two game changers, Chrome Mox, Opposition Agent, and it has Opposition Agent is also a tutor. So it is saying this is a bracket 3. So this isn't even like fully optimized yet.
No.
It is a little expensive because of the cards that are in it.
I was gonna say, where's your weight at on that?
The weight is, let me see. It's not like, oh, there it is.
Ragavan. Opposition.
Ragavan is very expensive. So the deck on Card Kingdom is $858. TCG player is $644. Mana pool is $625 without optimization, without the specialty like arts. I could probably
It's
half
still,
it.
yeah, I was gonna say,
I
it's
bet
still
you-
painful, but it's the least painful of the bunch.
If I hit buy now, let me go to buy now and just like fetch it here.
Mix it around.
I'm going to optimize it, and I want to see how low I can get it because, like I said, we have special artworks in there. We have some of the expensive ones, like the Phyrexian for Urbask, and those ones are pretty expensive. Opposition Agent's pretty expensive. Ragavan 100%. Dude, Ragavan's so expensive.
Yeah, it's Chrome Mox, Soulstone, Mox Amber, Shallow Grave, and really you could keep Ragavan. You can drop like $400 with the other four.
Yeah.
$350.
Yep, it is currently getting me the lowest price.
But yeah, Ragavan, Rev, Damnation is your next expensive one.
Yep, Damnation's pretty rough.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it's. The deck functions really well with each other, though.
Yeah, I did switch up your printing of Soul Ring too. It's a $16 one, just for the art, so you could drop that down to like 30 cents.
Yep. But the deck functions really well. I'm trying to get better at deck making, just because it's kind of an important part. And the biggest thing I used to have a problem with in deck making is not enough interaction.
Sorry. Did a test hand there. I got 3 Swamps, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Corpse Dance, Chain Lightning. I'd run that.
Yeah.
I mean, Chain Lightning is the only thing I can't really do crap with, and I can turn 2 Corpse Dance. Like,
there you go. Yep. But I have a problem not putting interaction in decks.
What?
Because interaction is both easy and hard. Because if you do interaction at the wrong time, it can literally ruin your whole game.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the gamble when you play heavy interaction though. On one hand, you are controlling the board. On the other hand, you have to play it right. Like you can sit there and I mean you've seen what happens when you don't counter the first Rhystic Study when it drops.
Oh yeah. So there's a So
do you want to tell the story about the game first, and then we'll go on to the Bay Area meta?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay.
So when we were at MagicCon, I told you about LobbyCon when we were playing with the Manamart guys. There was a scenario in our game where
It was the game.
It was the game. So one of the players played a Rhystic Study. None of us were like, we're going to... I was playing my Boros deck, so I didn't have any interaction.
I had one free counter. In hindsight, countered the first turn Rhystic Study.
Yep.
Okay.
So he played the Rhystic. None of us could counter it, so we're like, whatever. We let it go on. None of us paid the tax for a while. He kept drawing cards. Then he did some really wild shit. He copied the Rhystic Study.
Mm-hmm.
And then a bunch of interactions started happening where they were trying to counter it, and eventually it ended up he had 2 Rhystic Studies.
No, he had 3 by the end.
I'm getting there.
Oh, okay.
He had 2 at that point. Somebody else played a Rhystic Study, and he stole their Rhystic Study. So he had 3 Rhystic Studies in the Commander game, which...
It was pretty much the end of the game.
God, 3 Rhystics was insane. And then it turned into both of them like hitting their Rhystic Study triggers all the time.
Yeah. Essentially, it was those 2 playing the game and...
Us watching.
And I think it was still just 1 round of turns after that. Once there were 3 Rhystic Studies on the board, everybody...
a turn away from being able to grafted start like pinging really heavy. I was very close.
I was very close to be able to start playing the game.
He he decided to use a fetch and went for just a swamp instead of a duel, which absolutely friggin' it messed you up.
Beautiful one with it didn't mess me up. I had a great time.
You couldn't play the game.
I did more interaction in that game than either one of the other 2 of you did. Sky was over there having what's his name help him the whole time. Like I at least did things in the game and stopped people from doing things.
That's true. But so that was good. And then we learned from them that there is a meta in the Bay Area down there.
Gets pretty wild.
Yeah. That they don't just have interaction. They have all of the interaction.
It sounds like a gauntlet.
Yes, it sounds like it's so there was a picture that he was telling us about. So it was JRC, right? He was telling us
DRC.
DRC. he was like, yeah, there was this interaction that happened where somebody played a Ristic Study on turn 1, and then there was like 7 interactions on turn 1 to stop this Ristic Study.
Yup.
And we're like, oh, if you have that photo, that'd be great. And he actually had the photo, and he sent it to us. And the thing is freaking ridiculous.
So I'm going to go top down and see how many I can identify. We have a commandeer. We have subtlety. Sorry, it's Shiva. We have a force of will. We have a requisition. I don't know what that card is. I'm guessing it's commandeer by the mana cost because I don't speak Russian. Consecrated Sphinx on top of that. Looks like there is another confiscation. A Derevi Imperial Tactician, Mockingbird, and then the base Ristic Study.
That's such a gross pile to look at.
That's so amazing
and
is
that's
what that is.
Turn 1.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 cards being cast on top of that. There are 9.
That's a lot of blue players.
I was going to say, even if everybody is playing, how many cards is that in the opening hand? Let's say everybody took 7. We got 7, 14, 20, 21, 28 altogether.
More than 25% of their hands were used for this interaction.
Yeah. That's... And there's the Ristic Study, too.
Yeah,
so
there's the Ristic
Study.
Yeah.
10, or that's 9 altogether. Yeah, 9 out of 30 cards, basically.
It's crazy.
In the opening first move. Like...
Yep. Which then led us to the conversation online where we made a TikTok talking about Armageddon and the interaction stuff, and it got a lot of back and forth on... The consensus came out that I brought up to Tom, and I said, how much interaction is too much interaction?
So I'd like to point out one step further. I don't know if everybody got around it on this before it happened, but most of these cards require you to remove...
other cards to use them?
You may remove 2 blue cards from your hand from the game. For that, Force of Will is 1. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 additional cards that have been removed from the game on top of the... So now we're down to 10 of the original cards in hand. Like, I feel like at that point, we have too much interaction. Because now everybody pretty much is in a top deck scenario. Like, who's doing anything at this point?
Yes, and that's where, like... So, what we mean by interaction is... Because that... Some people might not understand the term. It's when you are doing something when somebody else does something. You are actually doing something with someone else.
Well,
also known on the internet as touching grass.
I also see it as like removal and so forth. Basically anything that's not like attacking your opponent.
Yeah, or just playing solitaire.
Yeah.
So when I made the TikTok, it was based on our episode where I said that Armageddon is a valid tactic. And then we talked about board wipes in it as well. And it's up to 6,000 views now. And the conversation basically kept going into, I'm a piece of shit for liking Armageddon. But that's not the point. It's... People are saying that, like, if you have the interaction on it, it's fine, because at least you're interacting. And then other people, this recent comment that just came in, said that land destruction should be removed from Commander. I hate nothing more than spending an hour setting up my game and then, oh, wait, here, to have another hour set up. Why is it taking... Okay, first of all...
But Sean, I want to hard cast this 16 cost spell so that I can get 52 angels and then I can be winning.
Don't you play mana rocks? Land destruction shouldn't affect you if you play literally any mana rock in existence.
Well, that's the thing, is there's ways around.
There is ways
land
around,
destruction.
yes. Okay, if you play white, Teferi's Protection. There you go. Teferi's Protection. All your stuff is non-existent.
Boom. Learn magic.
And guess what? That's interaction. That's instant cast interaction. Counter it.
White has counter spells.
White has a counterspell.
No, there's a couple. Oh, there's Mana Tithe. There's the one that I gave you.
But there's you can come back from land destruction.
Oh yeah.
Like, land destruction wouldn't be in the game if it wasn't meant to be a tactic.
Unless you're playing Nissa's and you ulted and you didn't get the thing that says all your stuff has indestructible.
Yeah. That's another thing. Just play your stuff. Permanents have indestructible.
Yeah.
There you go. That works too.
Boom.
You can also play lands from your graveyard or your hand or something. Like, there are ways around Armageddon.
Mm-hmm.
I play a deck that I purposefully destroy my lands.
And it's not something to be, like, I feel like that's, the moment that we start limiting Magic that we can play with each other, that's when it's like, oh, well, are we really playing anymore? Are we actually, like, doing Magic? Or are we just like, I want to play the game, but this game that's infinitely, like, modular, but I really just want to play this way.
Yeah,
like,
there's a couple comments that they were talking about. They're like, oh, in our LGS, we don't allow, like, mass destruction of any sort. It's like, wow, so what do you guys do then? Do you just sit there for 3 hours building up your board?
You know what you do? You play tokens, and you make them all regret that rule.
True.
That's there's a reason for all of these different things that we have. The mass land removal, the reason why there are board wipes on the regular. It's not because, well, except for the board wipe deck, it's not because we're just looking to just constantly clear the board. It's because every once in a while things get out of control. There's that one player who's sitting over in the corner that won't attack anybody, but also there's no way anybody can attack into them.
And the only way you can kill him is if you deal direct damage using, like, red and spell slinging and stuff. That's the other thing, is land destruction stops, like, spell slinger decks. People complain about the decks that do that kind of stuff.
Spell slingers are looking for any way to cheat, so I wouldn't necessarily count them out because you took out their lands.
I don't think there is a point where there's too much interaction, right?
No, well,
because you want to have interaction because it's how you play a game. You wouldn't go to a football game and just watch the quarterback run down the field to the end zone every time.
No, and I totally get what you're saying there, but think about it on the other end of the spectrum because, again,
I mean, yeah, I hate when my stuff gets countered and I can't play anything. That gets kind of annoying.
Oh, I don't even mean like you should expect things. We're role-playing wizards that are shooting spells at each other and whatnot. You should expect some foul play. You should expect some things to be happening to you or your creatures dying or whatnot.
Expect me to have my Michelangelo carrying the Buster Sword to attack your Optimus Prime.
Actually, that seems like that would work pretty well. Although I would give Leo the Buster Sword. Or Raph. I think he could work off with that. But Mikey, I don't know. You used did you say Raphael?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, never mind. Raph could do it.
That's what I'm saying. But no, that's where the board wipe deck kind of came into play, is because that is literally all interaction.
Yeah.
It is, I am doing things to everybody's stuff.
It supersedes interaction is what it does. It says, I don't really care what you guys are trying to do. I'm just going to keep blowing this board up every turn, even if there's not a reason to.
And that's what Shadow does, too, is he ignores interaction because it's split second. So it comes down to, if you want interaction, play counterspells, play board wipes, play mass land destruction, play single land destruction. That's interaction. That makes the game interesting, because not every game's the same, because you're going to be destroying certain things differently than other games.
You ever played an Oops all counterspells deck, Sean?
No, but that sounds... What's the win condition?
You know what the win condition is, Sean.
Decking other people out?
No, it never decks. It's never once decked anyone.
Do you just piss them off enough where they quit?
They will concede. It's a number. I had a brawl deck that was just... Not only was it just counters, but the commander was it was a merfolk that says that you can cast spells from your graveyard because they all have flashback, but you can't counter spells. Spells can't be countered. So people see that in my command zone, and they're like, oh, spells can't be countered. Probably not playing any counter spells.
And then you just load Oops all counter.
Like, really, I think the longest that and it has been beaten before. Like, there's definitely a way to overrun it. But any game that I won made it to, like, round 7, round 8 and they just quit.
of them just tapping all their mana to play something, and you just going,
No, the really good ones are when they're like, I have 3 spells. Can you counter 3 spells in a
You're
turn?
like, yes.
And you're like, 1, 2, 3. And then they're like, fucking bullshit. Well, I can't cast 4 spells next turn because that was all the spells I had. Like,
that sounds fucking terrible.
It's a reason to play Arena, I'll tell you that much.
What you do is you play counters and mill. So what you do is you just counter their stuff and you just keep milling their fucking library, and then you just sit there and do. One of the orders today that we're dropping off has a lot of mill stuff in it.
You can do the mill thing, but I really feel like when you take counters out of it, it's subpar at that point. Like, I'd rather
that's why I say
your shit.
That's why I say you play mill and counter.
No, I would just rather counter your shit. Milling is subpar. I want to, like, physically take the spell that you're trying to cast, and I want to mill that. Like, oh, you're gonna. Is that a big fancy? Oh, neato. Cancel.
It's like the other day when we were playing, you didn't expect me to counter your thing with Helga. Like, you played it so confidently, and I let you, and then I went, in response.
Is that your win con? Oh, here's a rewind.
I don't remember what I countered you with. It wasn't counter. It was something, but I was like,
Counters are so, that's some salt right there.
But that's where you have to play the interaction at the right time, right?
Yeah.
I had a lot of opportunities to play that counter spell against you.
And that was it. That was the
And
one.
I waited until Joda was trying to hit the field.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there was a couple other ones where I was like, I don't really like that being out, and I really don't like that being out. But that's the win condition. If that hits the field, I lose.
Yep.
And I would have, because he had omniscience in the hand, and like I would have lost that turn.
Yeah.
So I personally like interaction. I'm all right with it.
So the too much thing that I was getting to is, again, look at that Bay Area meta. Okay, so we're down to 10 cards in hand across the board. One of them is a land to have played the previous. Okay, so we're down to 9. And then let's say everybody else has also played a land. Okay, so we drop down 6 already. We have 6 cards across 4 people. Okay, so everyone's in top deck mode. I think that might have been too much interaction, because now at this point, are we going to have a good game? Or are we just going to be, like, sitting there
top deck unless somebody has a way to draw cards?
Right.
Or are you going to counter my draw cards thing?
That, and the first person who draws 3 cards, they're winning. They're going to win the game.
It's so crazy to me that Ristic Study was printed as a fucking common.
I mean, it's
That's
technically
so,
really bad.
It's so wild.
We covered some of the other Ristic stuff. We put 3 of them in the Everything is Useless deck.
True.
And that's mono black. So
so with multiplayer and with having interactions, you had an article about the best multiplayer cards.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm very interested. So the multiplayer card I was thinking of that is in my Azorius deck is Coercive Portal.
Okay.
Coercive Portal says you can either let me put +1/+1 counters, or I win the game.
Yes. So you get the counters. That's
yeah, like if you choose for me not to get the counters, I win. And I think it's really funny because like it makes them have to go
that, and collectively, like, you got to figure something out. Like, you can't just.
And that's where I like that group interaction, because it makes the other players have to think. Like, you start side-eyeing each other like, are you going to screw all of us over? And that's why I liked the Will of the Council cards, because all of them had hard choices.
So you'll like this one, Truth or Consequences, from the, what is it? Doctor Who.
Can I guess what it does, just by the name?
Yeah.
Truth, reveal your hand, and they get to choose something to get rid of. And Consequences is they get to draw cards if you don't reveal your hand.
Kind of. So it's Secret Council. Each player secretly votes Truth or Consequences. Then votes are revealed. You draw cards equal to the number of truth votes. Then you choose an opponent at random. Truth or consequences deals 3 damage to that player for each consequences vote. So, less on that, more of the...
What's the colors on
Is it?
That should go in Nira.
It costs 4.
That should go in Nira.
That's an interesting one. The really fun one, which I made a little video about on the TikTok. I don't know if you've seen that one.
I was wondering what that was.
It's Mana Charged Dragon, and it has Flying, Trample, 5/5 for 4 and 2 red. Join forces. Whenever it attacks or blocks, each player starting with you may pay an amount of mana. Mana Charged Dragon gets +X+0 until the end of turn, where X is the amount of mana paid that way.
So the group decides either gets really big or it dies.
Well, think about it. Like, you could just be like, hey, so-and-so, the white deck over here, like a moron, just Path of Exiled, the green players, what was the big Cactar? So
yeah.
He has 10,000 life right now. Blue player sitting over there has unlimited mana and no cards that he can draw. Tell you what, blue player, why don't you go ahead and float me 10,001 mana, and I'm gonna attack this guy.
Yeah, but it also
take
gets
him out.
minus 10,001 though, right?
No. Plus 0 for the
Oh, I thought it was plus X plus minus
so,
X.
Like
Holy
if everybody wants to
shit.
like dump mana in to take out that player because they've got a buttload of life,
That's crazy.
and Flying Trample.
Yeah. There is a bunch of cards that do that. They're like other players can pay this mana cost, and those are really fun. Uh-oh.
You're just gonna love number 33 on the multiplayer interaction card list.
Mm-hmm.
It's our favorite card.
It's one of my favorite cards ever. Time Sifter is so funny, dude.
It's so funny.
Oh my god, dude, I think every deck I build has a slot for Time Sifter because it's hilarious. Except for Helga, because I did nothing with 6 free turns. No, that was Angels. It was Angels.
Yeah, it was Angels.
I had
It probably would go better in Helga because you have a lot of high mana cost stuff in there.
Yeah.
And I think the average CMC in that deck is 4 over.
It is 4 because it requires the 4 for the trigger. But no, Time Sifter is hilarious. So Time Sifter says, at the beginning of your upkeep, on the beginning of each player's upkeep, you all flip the top card of your library. Whoever has the highest converted mana cost takes an additional turn after this one. If there is a tie, you repeat this process. Now, remember how I said every upkeep? So you play Time Sifter. The next person gets the upkeep. You do it again, and there's a chance they have another turn.
It just hijacks the turn order based on who's got the...
But you have to remember where it started, because if somebody removes Time Sifter, it goes back to who started it. So you have to... So imagine you play one Time Sifter, and then you think, do you want to be really cute and funny?
Copying
if we
Time
copy
Sifter.
Time Sifter.
I mean, I think technically... No, yeah, you just chain those.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That would... Yeah.
So, speaking of less interaction, it's a really fun way to make sure that we have less interaction?
Make things too expensive?
Telepathy.
It's telepathy.
Your opponents play with their hands revealed. Are you going to counterspell? Oh, you don't have it. You don't have... Okay, yeah, I can just do whatever I want to now, because let's see here.
See, decks like this, like, cards like this are fucking awesome.
Shoving match. 2 in a blue. I don't know why I've never heard of this, or if I have heard of it, I don't know why it's not stuck with me. But it's from Mercadian Masks, and it's an instant. Until the end of turn, all creatures gain tap target creature.
So you just start tapping down everybody.
I feel like you need to put that in Mirror.
Yeah.
Like, it just... Because
Yeah, because I make 1 billion tokens and tap everybody's shit. That's actually a really funny card.
Right?
Just, I'm going to tap your stuff. Oh, well, I'm going to tap your stuff. Then I'm going to tap your stuff. Like, dude, that is so political. Hey, if you tap your 3 creatures to tap those, I will tap my 2 to tap that. Deal? Just... I do like the concept because it's literally, I want to tap your creature, and then it makes them go, well, then I'm going to tap your creature.
I'm going to tap in response.
Well, then I'm going to, in response, tap your creature.
Everything is tapped. It's just like.
Then you play the card that says destroy all tapped creatures.
Oh. So next up we have Tempt with Vengeance.
Okay.
It has Tempting Offer. Put X1/1. It's X and a red. Put X1/1 red elemental creature tokens with haste into the battlefield. Each opponent may put X1/1 red elemental creature tokens with haste into the battlefield. For each player who does, put X1/1 red elemental creature tokens with haste into the battlefield. So basically, you get to make a bunch of 1/1s, and then everyone else can. And if they do, then you make a lot more of them.
You said red?
Yeah, yep, that's mono red.
They have haste.
They do. They're hasty 1/1s.
That should go in shadow. Because when they all die, when I haste in, I draw cards off of it.
Chain of Vapor. Are you familiar with the chain cards?
No, I think I know one of them. I think I know the black
Chain
one.
of Smog.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can cast it on yourself and
Yes.
discard your
Yep.
hand. The chain things, basically, you cast a spell, and then an opponent gets an opportunity to cast a copy of the spell. And if they do, then you get another, or another player gets a copy. Basically, Chain of Vapor is 1 blue for an instant that says, return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand.
Okay.
Then that permanent's controller may sacrifice a land. If that player does, he or she may copy this spell and choose new targets for the copy. Which, when they copy the spell, it'll have all of that as well, so whoever they target to return something can then do the same thing.
And then just keep doing
Yeah,
it.
if everybody wants to sack a bunch of lands.
That's pretty funny. I like this list. Keep going. This is great.
Ooh, what's a good one? Ooh, you're gonna love this one. This one's Hive Mind. You ever heard of Hive Mind?
I have. I'm pretty sure I own one.
The enchantment for 5 and a blue.
Yep.
Whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery spell, each other player copies that spell. Each of those players may choose new targets for that copy.
Yep.
There's some really broken stuff that you can do with that. Let's see what else we got here. I'm trying to get down a little bit so that we can see some real crazy interactions, given how much the top ones had. Ooh, Zur's Weirding. That's another hand reveal one. Players play with their hands revealed. If a player would draw a card, he or she reveals it instead. Then any player may pay 2 life. If that player does, put that card into its owner's graveyard. Otherwise, that player draws that card. So basically, for 2 life, you can make people not draw cards ever again.
Jeez. I like the ones that are like, you make it so you can't have them play their commander ever. You like steal their commander so they can't return to the command zone. So basically how you do that is you do something that like exiles something, and then what you do is you exile the thing that exiles the thing, and then you end the turn before the trigger to return can come, and then you steal their commander forever. You're like, well,
Womp
womp
womp.
womp.
I hope you didn't have a synergy around your commander that your whole deck functions off of.
Womp womp.
This one's one that I actually added to the Do Nothing deck. It's not everything in the Do Nothing deck is completely useless. Some of it's so that you can play a little bit of Magic. Afterlife of the Loam is a sorcery for 5 and 3 black. And my thing just shut down.
Wow.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
It says, aw, snap. So anyways, Afterlife of the Loam, I'm going to revert over to the mana pool to find out.
Manapool.com/The Hard Park Armor.
Maybe. There we go. It's my internet, probably. Afterlife of the Loam. Dragons Tarkir. Commander. For each player, it has Delve. For each player, choose up to 1 target creature in that player's graveyard. Put those cards into the battlefield under your control. They're zombies in addition to their other types.
Oh.
So it was mainly for the delve ability. There's going to be a bunch of
Yeah.
crap in your graveyard, probably because you're going to have to discard
Because
the
you
hand
have to
size.
discard your hand size every time. What's the number one on that list?
The list is gone. It died.
You're so bad.
Okay, there it is.
See, I said to insult you a little bit.
That's
Bullying works.
That's all it took. It's just a little bullying. Oh.
I think that was episode 3.
Sean, do you want to take a guess on what the number one card in this interaction thing
Ristic
is?
Study?
It's Ristic Study. I didn't even...
That's fucking
Okay,
dumb.
so let's see. Let's see what
Armageddon's
number...
on that list then.
No. Let's see what number 2 is. You got a guess? Do you recall the Mystic Remora?
Oh my fucking god.
Ristic Study's little brother?
Ristic Mystic?
Ristic Mystic. Smothering Tithe is 3.
It's Ghostly Prison's probably gonna be on there then.
This is probably one of my favorite cards in the entire game. Familiar with Goblin Game?
No.
Oh. So, it's 5 and 2 red for a sorcery. Each player hides at least one object. Then all players reveal them simultaneously. Each player loses life equal to the number of objects he or she has revealed. The player who has revealed the fewest object then loses half of his or her life, rounded up. If 2 or more people are tied for fewer, each loses his or her half his or her life, rounded up.
So you literally hide random objects in a room, and then people just have to go, I guess I'm going to grab this random thing and bring it to the table and see?
I think in your hands. I think you have to, like, hide them on yourself and then present the items.
Is that an unset card?
No.
What?
No.
It's not.
That's from Plane Shift.
No fucking way.
Nope. Swear. It's...
That's insane.
Yeah, it's a red sorcery that causes someone to lose half their life.
It's not an unset card.
That's so funny. Beyond that, we have the lands that enter. If there are so many lands. Oh, look at there. It's your portal.
Chorus of Portal. I told you. It's a great card.
Did you get that too?
Yeah, they're cooking something out there. I think.
Oh, it's out. Never mind. I just heard a light beep. I'm like, what's that? Bow, chicka, wow, wow.
So,
But yeah, lots of interaction on the multiplayer level. It's a great article. It's linked in there. I definitely recommend going through it. It's much longer than the other article that I linked, but I think that the other article is much more poignant and, again, just describing interaction.
yeah, so the biggest thing with interaction, too, is Reddit Roundup this week. I found an article that, so EDH Rec does a salt score every month on cards that are the saltiest cards that people don't like, right? And they're always based on interaction. So they released 2025's saltiest cards.
Isn't that funny? Like, something like Progenitus hits... Protection from everything.
All right,
you can't destroy me. And everyone's like, oh, that's fair. It's fine.
So, knowing things about the game, right? What do you think is on the list for saltiest cards? There's top 5 for this year.
For this year?
For this year. So it's not cards that just came out this year. It's like,
Oh.
however, there is a card that came out this year that is on it.
Okay.
And there was a lot of talks about it, and there's still a lot of talks about it.
Oh, VV.
Yep.
VV.
There you go.
Yeah.
So the salt score from starting at number 5. So it's out of 4, right? So number 5 is Ristic Study.
It's a common theme.
Number 4 is Tedgrid, God of Fright.
Right.
So Tegrid is a 3 and a black legendary creature god with menace. Whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-token permanent or discards a permanent card, you may put that card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. That's pretty fucking salty.
It is pretty.
I hate that.
But look at that. Look at that. She costs 7.
Number 3 is Vivi.
Yeah.
Of course.
How did she beat out Vivi?
That's because
That's the true...
Vivi's closer to 1, which is the saltiest.
Oh, okay.
So, next is Winter Orb.
Really?
Yeah.
Winter Orb is
Winter
still
Orb
making
is
a
still making it.
splash.
And number 1 is Stasis.
I mean,
Yep.
enchantment Winter
Yep.
Orb.
So the top 2 are repeats from last year with Stasis and Winter Orb. Once again, reigning champs. The real new ones here are Vivi, which is everybody's trying to get it banned, and then Tegrid, and then jumped up 4 spots from last year was Ristic Study, and 8 spots from 2024. So then it turns into so number 6 through 10 for Salt.
Mm-hmm.
Number 10 is Thassa's Oracle. 9 is Vorinclex, Voice of Hunger. 8 is Static Orb. 7 is Armageddon. 6 is Turnbuckle.
Turnbuckle.
Tabernacle.
Tabernacle. You really love turnbuckles.
I
don't
love
you?
turnbuckles. 11 is Grand Arbiter. Hell yeah, Grand Arbiter. Look at you, still making the top 20.
Dude.
Look at you.
Grand Arbiter, man.
It's so funny. That's like one of the first cards I ever opened, and I still have.
Yeah,
have you
it's
seen
expensive.
Have you seen the condition of mine? Though it's so bad. Smothering Tithe, Jin Cataxius, the One Ring,
Jin Gataxias.
Humility. Dude, that card is so funny.
You know, again, that's another one of those cards that, like, at the end of the day, Humility really just levels the playing field. Yes, it's a lot of, like, stale board states and whatnot, but that's only because people are afraid to attack.
And then the saltiest brand new cards of 2025. So cards that all came out this year.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5 is the Soulstone. Number 4 is Ugin. That Ugin that you fucking hate when I play him.
I hate that. I do fucking hate that.
It's so good.
Oh, can you play an artifact? Okay, then you can kill something. That's totally fair.
Number 3 is Deadpool. Number 2 is Storm. Dude, Storm is so good. But once again, you can't get it because secret lair.
I mean, well, that...
Dude, Storm is so good.
Yeah, but that looks like a fun deck to play,
Dude,
too.
you storm
Like,
everything?
Yeah.
And then Vivi. Vivi's the number 1.
That, and I would load that up with all kinds of, like, elemental, like, storms and...
Cosmic Spider-Man made the top 10.
No shit.
He did. He made the top 10 saltiest.
No shit.
And then Knuckles. Valgavoth. Oh, yeah, Valgavoth is insane.
Which one? The mono
Terror
black?
Eater.
Yeah.
Bloodthirsty Conqueror, but that's because it's a combo piece.
Mm-hmm.
And Sephiroth is number 6.
Mm-hmm.
Going all the way up to 15. Grievous Wound, Doomsday Exadicator, Iron Man, Titan of Invention, actually.
Honestly, I'm surprised that you haven't gone out to build him yet, because that seems like that's a really fun build.
I am an Iron Man fan. I do like Iron Man. Sothera, the Super Void, and then Kefka, Court Mage.
Mm.
So, then they also went into saltiest magic sets of 2025. So they talk about based upon cards that had the highest concentration of salt among all of their cards. Number 1 was Jurassic World.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's because dinosaurs. Dinosaurs had a lot of good dinosaurs come out in dinosaurs.
Yeah, but what's wrong with Jurassic World?
Does it say? Let me see. I think usually it says. No, it doesn't. Number 2 is Transformers. 3 is Secret Lair.
Oh, I see what the problem is here. Has nothing to do with functionality. It has everything to do with universes beyond.
No, because Secret Lair. Number 3. And then
Secret Lair what?
just all Secret Lair.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, which includes a lot of universes beyond.
All right. Number 4, Commander 2017.
Okay.
Say shit now.
Okay.
Guess what's number 5? Commander Masters.
Does it say another commander thing? Oh, wait a second. What did they...
Hold on. The Doctor Who, the Commander 2013, Unlimited, Infinity is an insult score?
Yeah, because they don't like universes beyond.
Urza Saga is 15th.
The problem here is
New
that we've got
Phyrexia.
too many Magic players playing Magic. Okay.
Why is I hate the big score logo because I keep thinking it's a Star Trek thing, but it's a vault.
I thank you so much. You're not even a Star Trek person.
No, but I
was-
keep thinking that's the
every
Enterprise.
time that I've seen that, yes,
Ah, look at me.
that would be one of them.
Thank you. One of them.
Every time there's a bunch of Enterprises.
Oh, okay.
Every time that I saw that leading up to like all the spoilers and whatnot,
Yep.
I kept thinking, I'm like, did somebody like make a Star Trek set and they accidentally pulled the file for that over to here?
Maybe.
And then instead of instead of being like, oh yeah, this was a part of they just used the wrong thing. It's from a future thing. They're like, it's a vault. Because we were going to make a set for the vault because they were going to a vault.
Yeah.
Remember, guys? They were going to do a vault thing. That's not a Star Trek thing because we're not currently working on that right now.
No,
'Cause
definitely not.
Think about the timeline.
That'd be really bad if we did that. Yeah.
Think about the timeline, though. About the same time that they or that they were doing Thunder Junction production-wise, they would have been getting the contract.
Conspiracies.
Oh, look. There's so many tying themes here. We got to get the guy with the board, with the Charlie. With the
Yeah, we have to. Yeah. The birds work for the bourgeoisie.
That's how we're going. That's how we're going to figure out what Bolus's next move is. Okay, because I think that he's tying all of Universes Beyond into New York City as like the primary ley line for
I'm just
Earth.
saying it took us 10 years to go back to Lorwyn, and it took us 2 weeks to go back to New York. And then we're going back 2 more times.
Look at the Ghostbusters. When an extra-dimensional god entity needed to come to this plane of existence, they had to come in through a New York City skyscraper. Bolus is going to pop in, okay? He's going to collect all the different stuff. He's going to go hit up, what's his name? I always forget his name when I need it. Post Malone. He's going to be like, give me the ring, bitch. And that sick-ass helmet, too. I want that, too, for if I have a human form.
Oh, Carrick doesn't exist. It's Post Malone. Remember, because they made a card. Carrick is a Post Malone.
Yeah, it's a Post Malone card, but so is Zur.
Zur the Enchanter.
Yeah, he also has one of those, too.
That tracks.
Wouldn't that be funny if, they're like, actually, Zur the Enchanter and Carrick are actually the same person because they were played by the same person within the Prime universe?
Yes, because we are the Prime universe.
Well, I mean, from our perspective, but that's how multiverses work.
I do agree with your theory that you brought up about because Bolas is looking for extra dimensional stuff, and Universes Beyond. They could just because they would end all of the arguments about Universes Beyond if it's within.
Yeah, it was actually canon the whole time.
Yeah.
Is that Bolus actually escaped? They think that they're watching him in the meditation realm, but this round he got tired. He's like, I'm not doing that this round.
All right, so here's the thing, right? Years and years and years ago, Inquest magazine put out an article that they did an interview with Wizards of the Coast employees, and they said, if you did non-Magic cards in Magic, what would they be? One of them was Predator, one of them was Alien, one of them was a mono blue Jaws, and I don't remember what the fourth one was. But they were already talking about this
Back then.
Yeah. In the 90s.
Yeah, we didn't even have internet or...
No, it was in a friggin' magazine. It was in an Inquest.
Yahoo was popular.
You've got mail. But
AOL was a thing.
Dude, I loved my AOL. That was my favorite thing to
AOL?
do. I had an AOL.
Did you ever see one of the discs?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I had so many of those.
I had an AOL because to talk to the roller skating rink people and stuff. My mom let me have one, and I would get on there and talk to Derek every day. And he was like my only friend. So
you weren't allowed to watch wrestling, but she just spoon-fed you to child predators?
Yeah, it's the internet. Internet's fine. I helped a grown-ass man through a divorce on Star Wars Galaxies. I think it was a man. They had a female character, and maybe they were pretending to be a woman, and maybe that's why it sucked me in. But like,
Oh yeah, that's how they get you.
Grown ass man.
They're
You
like,
help
oh,
them
look
through
at
a
this
divorce."
persona that I've got. This is totally a female. Don't worry, there's nothing strange about that. You can feel it butt cheek.
That's how you know we're friends.
That's all friends feel each other's butt cheeks.
Is that what the big pound's gonna do to us? I mean, look at that one where he's feeling that butt cheek.
I think that was, I don't know that was necessarily like a one of. I think that was a photo shot is what that was. Like, you know?
Thank you to Man and Pool for sponsoring our show as always, and thank you to Shipping Shield as well for
Thanks,
being our
guys.
partner. We appreciate you guys a lot, a ton, a lot.
Yeah.
This is interaction.
This is interaction.
Get me out of this camera. Thank you guys for joining us on the Hard Part podcast for episode 28, and we will see you guys next week.
Next week.